Hi everyone, welcome back to Mrs. Julie Food Channel. I hope everyone is doing well. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a very simple but tasty Ghanaian style beef palmnut soup with an assorted type of mushrooms. You know me and my mushrooms. So if you are interested, please keep on watching and I'll see you next time. So for this recipe, I decided to use beef shoulder. And now I am going to wash it thoroughly with cold water because hey, you don't know where your meat has been to. So once I have washed it properly, I am going to discard the water. As you can see here, my meat is nice and clean. So I can go ahead with my recipe. So I'm going to blend onions, ginger, and garlic together with some aniseed and some dried rosemary and a little water. Then I am going to pour it over the meat. Rinse the blender and add in a little bit more water. I also decided to add diced onion. Then for the seasoning, I am going to add all-purpose seasoning. And the seasoning you are about to see here, right, it comes straight from Ghana. It was sent to me by my mother-in-law. It's for meat and I don't really know what spices, what blend it is, so unfortunately I can't really help you on that, but you can use any beef or steak seasoning unless you have some in your house. And then I am also going to add some salt. Next, this is totally optional, but I do like to have about half a tablespoon of tomato puree or tomato paste in my palmnut soup, but usually you do not need to add it. So please do as you like. Then I am going to stir it. As this is a simple and easy palmnut soup, all the ingredients will be cooked directly in the pot. So then I am going to add my fresh onions, my fresh tomatoes, and my scotch bonnet pepper. So this is what I mean by cooking everything in one pot. I'm just going to put it on top of the meat and then it will all cook together. But you can also do it separately. So boil the tomatoes, onion, and pepper in a different cooking pot. So cover it and let it simmer for about 15-20 minutes. So this is me coming back to check on my veggies after about 7 minutes, just because I needed to stir it and make sure it doesn't burn. So yeah, but you can clearly see that the tomatoes and onions are not ready at all. So let's cover it back and come back later on. Hey friends, I am back now, so let's check. This is perfect. The tomatoes are cooked, the onions are cooked, and the pepper are cooked as well. So now I'm going to take them out of the pot and put them directly in my blender. So you would do the same thing if you were to cook it separately. And by the way, why do I have a toothpick in my onion? It's because it helps to keep the onions together and not fall apart in the pot. So this is it now, and I am going to blend it and pour it in the pot. Then I'm just going to rinse it and add the required water immediately. So I'll be using about 1.5 liters water, but it really depends on how you like it. Now cover it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. So now this is the palm nut I'm going to use, the palm nut cream from ENQUIRIES. I think that one has a very nice taste, but they've got different types there that you can also try out and see which one you like best. So as I said, this is a quick recipe, an easy one. So I'm going to add the palm nut cream directly in the pot, okay, directly in the soup. But sometimes, depending on my mood, I'll just mix the palm nut cream with hot water separately and stir it and also strain it, but I didn't do it this time. It still turns out great. Now stir it. And then I am going to add my mushrooms. So as I said, this is different type of mushrooms. I have the brown one, I have the oyster, I have the Chinese shiitake. I really like the taste, by the way, and it is the right time for me to add them in the soup. And of course, if you're not a fan of mushrooms, please do not add it. Now I am just going to give it a little stir, and then I am going to cover it and leave it to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes on a medium heat. So it is time to check on our soup, and it's looking good. And it is also the right time to add our seasoning. So I'm going to add food seasoning here and some salt. That's it. But please feel free to add any food seasoning you prefer. Then I am going to stir it. And I am also going to add my okras directly in the soup, all in one, easy. And then I'm going to leave it to cook. Hey guys, I am back. Look at my palmnut soup. It looks amazing. It smells so good. And tell me, how do you like the thickness of your palmnut soup? I don't like it when it's thick because I struggle to eat, especially with fufu. So I like it more on the watery side or in between. Well, that's my personal choice. So if you like it thick, make sure you reduce the amount of water. So it is now time to serve it. And of course, I love my palmnut soup with my cocoyam fufu. Feel free to have yours with mutu or rice balls or even rice. So this is the end of my recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, to share my videos, to comment, to like, and I'll see you next time.